by leaving a comment, and if there's a topic that you would like me to go into, head over to redmondphysicstutoring.com and go to the contact page and let me know. Good luck!